Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. You can see the ecstasy, you can see the jubilation, you can see the relief, and then there are certain things you can't just script because it was either you win or you win. In this case, there was no second chance for them. They just know that this is the only way, this is the gateway, this is the this is the highway. This is the only route for them, the route for them to get into Europe, and they did it, and they did it by beating Chelsea, and then they came from behind to do that. So the Gunners are the FA Cup king. They are the champion for the 14th time. When they won it the 13th time, it was a record. So this was a record extended 14th time. And no matter how it is, sometimes they say, can't, how do you say it? How do you say, thank the Lord for your little blessings, no matter how these are blessings. And for them, this has come at, no, there's no better time to think about it, because when you find yourself right there, and then your semi-final match was against Manchester City, it was the apprentice versus the master. It was like all hope lost. But somewhere along the line, the God of soccer smiled at the Emirates Stadium, and their fans all over the world. And I let you know that, because a lot of them are, even as we speak, they are watching me from home, and they are watching me in the studio, and they are still singing hallelujah. So that is the God. We shall look at that. We shall look at how they came up there to beat their London rivals. And I tell you, it was 1, 2, 3, because it was the third time in a row that they're meeting Chelsea in the final, and also lifting that trophy. The oldest, they say it is the oldest football trophy and one of the most glamorous in the world, and they took it there. Forget that the league has come in, and the league has just, say, okay, you win this because you go to the lower cadre in Europe, but it is still what it is. It is still iconic. It is still what they want to win. It is symbolic. It is the trophy that keeps the team up there. So, talking about that also, we shall also go to Italy. We shall go to Napoli. We shall go to that town. We shall go to that city. We shall go to where Diego Armando Maradona, put them in the world map, because formerly, we used to have a Prince of Monaco. Now we have a Prince of Napoli. So how did it happen? We've been speculating. We've been following that story all along. But right now, yes, Victor Osimhen is a 60 million euro, transfer to Napoli. And somebody told me that is the costliest African player ever. No, I'm not saying all that, but African players who have been there. So we'll look at that and see what is happening. It's going to be, we're going to talk a lot of football today, because the major leagues have all ended. The Italian, Serie A ended also, like we said, with the Napoli team. We shall look at the top 6, the top 7, where, where they are bound after this. Of course, the next season is starting just in a month's time, so we are not having a long time to do that. So we shall look at the Serie A. We shall look at, of course, the Ligue 1, where PSG won, 2 trophies within a week, to complete a treble, a local dominance that nobody can take away from them. We'll go to Germany also, and then see if they, of course, the Bayern had a chance to make it 3. We'll take a trip, and in England, how they shared it, and then is this going to be a trophyless year for Lionel Messi? But then when you look at it, they are not there in the Copa del Rey, the final. They are not there also in the league, where they finished second to Real Madrid. But then they still have a hope in Europe, but they have one hurdle to cross first before they get to the final hurdles, and that is Napoli. So we'll look at all these things panning out. And while Arsenal were celebrating, another Arsenal fan also celebrated, because I tell you, it was poll number 91, extended. I tell you, from when he won 69, because Schumacher is on 68. From when he won 69, it has been an extension, extending, and then that is him. But not only did he celebrate his pole position as Silverstone yesterday, he is an Arsenal fan from age 5. Lewis Hamilton has said, if I was not driving, I should have been playing for Arsenal. In fact, I was told that Wenger actually asked him to come and train for them. So some of these stories will catch your fancy. We should take you there. We shall come to you again as we did last week. You were part of this conversation. But then let me start by congratulating a Gunners fan in Nigeria who is in the house. And I tell you this, he's on all white. I think I snapped on red yesterday. Obumi, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, viewers. Good to be on set. I wonder why you call the FA Cup a little trophy. That's
Did I say that?
You use little blessings to quantify the FA Cup. I took
blessings are
I
blessings.
take exception to that.
Okay, blessings are blessings. No, calm down.
No. I'm very calm. I'm very calm because it's been a topsy-turvy season for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Under Unai Emery, Arsenal lacked direction up until December when he was sacked, and they got in Mikel Arteta to take over. And he's been able to galvanize that team, and they've played with determination. They've played with cohesion. What you didn't quite see under Unai Emery. And the FA Cup run this season, you made mention of Europa League. Like I told you backstage before we came in, Arsenal simply saw a trophy and went ahead and won the trophy. Whatever is the addendum, whatever it is behind that trophy is a bonus. But what mattered to them yesterday was the trophy. If you say Europa League again, I won't begrudge you for being a Manchester United fan and saying this. It doesn't matter. But what matters is that we won that trophy yesterday, Ken.
Okay, let me. I've congratulated that's Arteta, and I will keep congratulating you. Let me just go straight to you. So let us look at it from the other angle. He just talked about Unai. Unai, by all means, is a very great coach.
Yeah.
I think he has won Europa
back to back 3 times
more than any other coach in history. Yes. So he came in as an accomplished coach, but he could not succeed.
Yeah, couldn't hit
Mourinho was at Manchester United. Because of the bar they set for themselves, they felt like maybe even winning the Europa and winning the League Cup is not a success for him. And then, and you also come back to Chelsea, where Conte and then Sarri, who has just gone there to go and win the league in Italy. I mean, they were not satisfied. These 3 clubs went back to the basics. They went back to those who knew the terrain. Yeah. They went back to those who were there. Arteta was picked as a rookie. He was still playing when Pep said, come and be my assistant. He would have seen something in him, maybe discussion. And from there, look at the accomplishments. Lampard, without, because of the ban and that without sprain, believed also in the youth, took them to the Champions League position. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took over, put the team together, and then they're in the Champions League. And Arteta put it together, and here they are. I mean, do you see this is the direction? Looking back to Pep at Barcelona, and also Zidane winning back to back at Real Madrid.
Yes, good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, viewers. Good to be on set again. I quite agree with you. Going back to the basics, going back to bringing people that actually know this club, people that have bled for their clubs. Like, that these guys step on the pitch, and they want to give their all. Now they have come back in as managers. And he said a little bit of history yesterday. That's kind of talking about Mikel Arteta, the first Arsenal player, coach, I beg your pardon, to win the FA Cup as a player and as a coach. And winning that one yesterday, doing it over Chelsea. Frank Lampard, where I felt he had made a couple of mistakes in that game, but you have to agree that he was hard done by the injuries that actually hit his players. That's not how the tactics, and it worked perfectly for them. I had a discussion with a colleague before that game yesterday. He said, Unai Emery knows how to win. So these big games, let's not forget, he beat Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. He beat Pep Guardiola's Manchester City within the space of 4 days. And he has equally beaten Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United. He has beaten yesterday Frank Lampard's Chelsea. And he beat Nuno Espirito's Wolverhampton Wanderers as well. That's away from home. That's
Arteta, right?
Yeah, Mikel Arteta. So you know that he has literally learnt under the master.
And how to set up.
Exactly. Then he equally understands that, okay, there are some certain players in this team. I remember Saka used to play from the left side of the defense. All of a sudden, Mikel Arteta has moved Saka down to the right flank of the attack. And he has been promising the jersey number 7 for next season. What a way to inspire confidence in the player. That a lot of people would have written, okay, fine, let us send him out on loan and let's see what he can do away from the club. Let's not forget, even Xhaka at the beginning of the season had issues with even the Arsenal fans.
Booed him off the
they put him off. Arteta was able to reintegrate him back into the squad, and he has become an essential member of the Arsenal team. And let's not forget the man who did it all yesterday. Talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. They were talk about he doesn't want to stay. He's looking likely to wanting to leave Arsenal, all of that. But he was able to make him understand that, see, right now you're an Arsenal player and you have to give your all for Arsenal. And Arsenal's run up until the finals yesterday, you cannot deny the fact that Aubameyang was very, very instrumental. So being an ex-player and then coming back, and even with the shambles that he met the club in, I think it's a good one for Arsenal and a good one for Mikel Arteta.
Arteta played under as a Wenger for a very long time. You've never seen Wenger criticize his players outside. He played under Pep Guardiola, who, no matter how, you will see that calm. He doesn't show it. They didn't show in the way he handled David Luiz.
Yes.
After that disaster
class against Manchester City.
And then he now, 24 hours later,
he
gave me contract extension. Are we learning something from this man?
Ken, at that time, I felt it was a stupid decision, to be honest with you, giving David Luiz another contract, because He's gotten 5 penalties for Arsenal
Yes,
this
I
season.
think a record in the Premier League.
Yeah, record. 5 penalties for Arsenal this season. And I looked at it, I thought it was a very bad decision giving him a new contract. But look at David Luiz. He looked revitalized. He bled yesterday on that pitch. Even when he had issues and left the pitch, they were trying to bring in Socrates to come in. He still wanted to get on the pitch to play football. And that is a player that wants to win. He wanted that FA Cup at all costs yesterday. Look at how he was encouraging, holding at the back yesterday. He was able to get them to play some good stuff yesterday. And I want to applaud Arteta. He's been able to. Xhaka was on his way out of Arsenal, but he's brought back Xhaka, put his hand on his shoulder. I trust you. Xhaka gave an interview extolling the virtues of Arteta. Arteta tried to manage Guendouzi. I don't know what happened there. The guy has been lost in the team. For some reason, we've not seen Mesut Ozil. He's still...
that is another thing that when it came to Moses, like he knew when to draw the line.
Yes.
He said, look, this man is not part of my team.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't fit in.
Guendouzi was a question of discipline. After the fight, there was a match Arsenal lost.
Yeah.
I think he had a grabbed a player by the neck.
Pick up that injury.
Exactly. So Arteta tried to manage Guendouzi. He said Guendouzi is problematic.
And I don't know
what happened with Mesut Ozil.
I think largely we can do is the fact that a lot of big clubs have started turning his head. There have been offers. It happens. He's a young player.
I understand. I think for Guendouzi, I think it's about age, because I know Unai Emery had issues too with Guendouzi. Just that he was able to.
But Ken, you're talking about young coaches. Let's not still forget Frank Lampard.
Exactly.
Starting the beginning of the season with the transfer ban.
His first match against Manchester
United was a serious pummeling, 4-0. You know,
Yes.
and let's not forget they had lost their best player in quote, that's Eden Hazard to Real Madrid. They were hit with the transfer ban, unable to sign players, and a rookie coach coming from the Championship down to the Premier League. Not too many people gave him a chance. In fact, a lot of people said if he finishes in the top 6, it's a big. They won't consider it a big deal, a success for him. But playing all the way to the finals of the FA Cup,
getting top 4,
making the top 4.
The problem with Frank Lampard's Chelsea, he's been able to get the attack going. Mason Mount playing some beautiful style of brand of football.
Christian Pulisic,
but for Chelsea Football Club to concede 58 goals in a calendar season, it has not happened before.
That means he has
a problem at the back, and the earlier he finds a solution to that problem, and he has issues in the goalkeeping department as well. Kepa Arrizabalaga does not inspire confidence in that defense, and that defense seems not to understand positioning or what is being expected of them. So something needs to be done about this Chelsea's defense.
Yes,
but look, as you guys are saying, I mean, these are players he inherited.
Yeah.
He has not had the luxury of a club
his own player.
of 4.5 years of changing the whole team.
Yes.
He has not had that one of Pep, who inherited a very good squad and still improved on it. He's worked on the players he inherited.
And let's not forget, he has even brought in a lot of players from the youth side. The amount of players here, I never heard of a Mason Mount, I never heard of a Billy Gilmore, I never heard of a Christian Pulisic up until Frank Lampard came in. Yes, Tammy Abraham
was in Swansea,
Aston Villa, helping them even gain promotion last season. But you bringing in those players and getting them to even function as a team, I feel is a big deal. But look at what's happening with Chelsea now. They brought in Ziyech from Ajax. They brought in Timo Werner from the Bundesliga. We're hearing that they're going for Kyle Havertz, and then there's talk about Jan Oblak and all. So you know that. Okay, fine. I think Roman Abramovich is trying to reestablish what he did with Mourinho far back in 2004, giving them the means. Let's sign players. We believe in this guy, Frank Lampard, and he has done it he got to the FA Cup final. He made it to the top 4. So barring, and they'll be playing the Champions League next season. So I think with the rest of the players coming in, and if Lampard does his work right, I think we'll see an inspired Chelsea next season.
All right, that is so. We've talked about those teams, and then we look at it like this. Look, if the clubs did not have confidence in them, they will say, look, just go ahead. You look back at Barcelona. You look back at a rookie coach in Pep, who had not handled a senior team for one day. I mean, Mourinho was in line because Mourinho has even made a presentation to come in as a coach of Barcelona.
29-page PowerPoint.
The 29-page PowerPoint presentation to come in as coach, and then I said, look, bring that young man who is coaching our youth team, and then he went on unprecedented, has won what no other coach in the world has won. Won 6 trophies on the bounce on the first day. Yeah, we looked at. Real Madrid, 1992-93, Champions League started up till he came in. No coach has won that trophy back to back. Liverpool and Real Madrid looked for the La Decima as if it was
the Holy Grail.
In distance.
The Holy Grail, basically, yes.
Then Ancelotti won it for them, and this guy came in, understudied Rafa Benitez, understudied whatever it is, and the next thing they just take over. And from then on, it was something else. He won that thing back to back to back. So I think there's something like understanding the terrain. Yeah. And probably for some who are rooting, of course, we've seen Ndubisi Egbos of this world. Yeah. We've seen other Nigerian coaches. This guy that just won the league with Basakta in Turkey.
Yes.
The Nigerian guy. Well, I'm glad to get his name. Who played for? He also played for Chelsea. He was a Chelsea player. So if Nigerians can also do that, if we have that, just believe in our coaches. Say our coaches can just it's not everything flash in the pan. To say give them the confidence, you can go over there. I think our coaches can achieve wonders. But then let's go back to the very beginning. Let's celebrate Osimhen. Let's see how let us get some of those Osimhen tweets. Let's see how he was welcomed to Napoli. Let's see Napoli saying, "Man, you are welcome." That is it. He said, "Welcome
to Napoli, Victor."
Yes. Victor, that is him, and then he also came in with some inspirational, of his own. All right.
The next chapter of Napoli is a very exciting one, and I can't wait to get on the pitch with the team. I want to thank the fans through the last few weeks, and I will definitely give my all on pitch for the common good of the club.
All right.
Change is constant. Thank you for everything, Leo. God is the greatest. We move.
Yes, thank you, Leo. And above all, he says,
from starting at the Under-17 World Cup with Nigerian Super Eagles,
this is FIFA
in 2015 to becoming Napoli's marquee signing. All the best in the next chapter of your career, Victor. This is FIFA.
This is FIFA. Yes, and he says this.
Victor Osimhen, mom and dad are proud for sure. I think he was responding to a tweet there.
Yeah, he's saying, he just tweeted this and said, look, my mom and dad, coming from where I'm coming from.
Yes.
There was another tweet today, I think Vanessa will get that tweet. He said, if you know where we are coming from, you won't pray for us, you won't pray for us to fail.
I learned he had actually hawked or something. I think I was reading something like that on Twitter.
Yeah, he said, so that way he says that if you know where we are coming from, he said you won't, whatever. But this guy just moved in. When he left Nigeria, I remember it was a hula balloon. We discussed it on this show.
Yeah, on the show, yes.
We talked to Gafar.
Talked to
we spoke a lot of them. It was war between his agents, his parents, and a lot of people. And then they were saying, go to Arsenal, go to Wolfsburg, and go to all these places. Of course, he went to Wolfsburg. He didn't make it at Wolfsburg. He moved on, and then Lille bought him for 15 million. And then just under a year, they sold him for 60 million. That is 45 million euro. If our clubs are being run well, and then if we are even selling players for 5 million euro, is that not enough to run the season?
Well, Ken, another thing, it's a good business decision, buying cheap and selling for expensive amount. But look at it, somebody tried that. The demands of the modern football will not afford a coach that opportunity, because at the end of the fans wants to win trophy, and sometimes when you buy these players on the cheap, they're not ready to win you trophies in the immediate.
It depends on the scout.
As Wenger did it in Arsenal.
It depends on the scout, and then some leagues actually permit some of these things. For instance, look at in Holland, for instance.
Yes.
Look at the Dutch league. Look at Ajax. You see the likes of De Ligt leaving for a monstrous amount. Look at Frankie de Jong moving for a monstrous amount.
So they've gone through the academy.
ZH, my point exactly.
So they bought them.
So some of these guys actually bought into the club.
They bought them. They have a scout.
They have a scouting system that goes to bring in players. It's just not everybody has that patience. But for a team like Leo, of course, everybody expecting them to win. You're not expecting them to win the league. Yes. Even at a point, Borussia Dortmund we're tagged as a selling club.
Because not even just a selling club. Yeah. I mean, the ones that happen to them, if for Bayern,
I know Dembele for a fact came in for like 15 million. Yes. Over 100 million to Barcelona. The same thing with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Yes.
Quite a number of players from the guy that scored the winning goal in the World Cup against Argentina.
And now look at Sancho now.
Jadon Sancho now, they've rejected a 90 million euro bid from Manchester United. And this one that they go for almost free from Manchester City. Your ability
so you set a target. Yes. Like you said, some of these leagues, the French league, the Dutch league, German, they set a target for themselves. Pick these players, develop
them. They have the best scouts.
And then that is the team.
I think for a mid-table team, and not the grade 8 team. I think it's acceptable for a grade 8 team. I'm not sure.
Dortmund is a grade 8 team.
Dortmund is actually a grade 8
By
team.
all means, Dortmund is a grade 8 team.
Business decision for the board.
Yes.
But most clubs that want trophy, no Barcelona, the Barcelona board will not afford you the opportunity to be buying player and be more.
Obum in the Euro, in Europe, you remove the top 10 teams. All other teams are selling teams. Liverpool sold. I mean, they sold Suarez, sold Coutinho. They were selling their best players.
And if you look at the fact that Barcelona's greatest ever generation of players all came from the academy. When the likes of Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Pedro, Busquets, Fabregas, all of them basically came
when United won the Champions League in 1999, you look at Phil Neville, Gary Neville, Wes Brown, Beckham, Nicky Butt, Ryan Giggs. They all came from the academy. They were in the class of 92.
Yeah.
So if your academy is good and you are blessed with certain crop blood, you can get. But what I'm trying to say is that it is not just only trophy that bring you money.
Yes.
It depends on different aspects. And people with all the talent we have in Africa, our clubs should be exploring this. There was a time if you go to Sudan, they bring players all out. You go to Egypt, at a point, experience of Tunisia, they will collect our players, for peanuts, and then they sell them to Europe. Yeah. So it depends on your scout what they want to need. Spend a little, develop them, and then market them. So we are happy for him. And also we also have another Nigerian who is also in Rome, Ostinachi or Halle, and then she was look, she doesn't look. Let me go over there. So we're not just having only Victor in Rome, but here she is. Here's Roma. She's.
Roma women, welcome to the team of Osinachi Ohale. The Nigerian defender becomes our latest addition this summer.
Yeah, so
congratulations to her.
That is Osinachi.
That's progress.
Yes, and then Chiamaka also made her debut in Paris when they played PSG, and I tell you, Chiamaka kept a clean sheet. Yes, that is how she
my first debut against PSG.
Yes, and
glory be to God.
Yeah. So the transfer season, our teams are they are doing well. Our girls and our boys are doing well, and we hope this augurs well for the immediate future of football. So we want to go at a very, very, very short break, and when we come back, Channel Sport on Sunday continues. Okay. You welcome back. We're still celebrating our exports. Yes, our exports to Italy and other parts of Europe. The kids are doing well. They're doing fine, and we'll monitor them. Last week, we brought you all the latest transfers, and we're still doing that, and we'll continue doing it as long as the transfer season continues. But let me welcome my next set of experts in the house. Jimmy.
Well, celebratory mode. Understandably.
Okay.
So, Yemi, I don't know, how do you congratulate the Gunners? Ken has refused to do that. I mean, not the way I would have expected you to, because you're always savage when you throw banters.
But Jimmy, you would agree that over the weekend when the Gunners won that particular cup, that's talking about their 14th FA. Aided by their number 14, that's talking about
Aubameyang. Yeah.
So I did congratulate you to say that was a good one. At least you're back in the Europa, whichever way.
Back in the conversation.
Which is good for a team like Arsenal, really. They can't be in the wood for long. And for me, I think Arteta, anybody can say anything. He's doing a good job. I think it's high time the board back him up with the required
solid reinforcements. Yeah.
So he's been part of that setup as a player. He's there now as a coach. Give him all he needs to succeed, and I'm sure he would succeed. And before I allow Jimmy to wax lyrical about Victor Osimhen, let me lend my voice to it. I think Osimhen's story and moves to Napoli and his entire career shows that shows that great Nigerian spirit. That he really, if you are determined, with hard work, you will get there. This Osimhen, a boy from Olusosun here in Lagos, Okin sachet pure water.
Yeah.
Lost his mother at a very young age.
Yeah.
The father lost his job, and Osimhen, against all odds, went for national trials at the under-15 camp in 2014-2015. He made it under Kuchamunike, winning that particular under 17
Scoring
championship.
the highest number of
Picked
goals.
up by
Yeah.
Wolfsburg. He had issues
Yeah.
in the German Bundesliga. Was not able to get a single goal. People felt, oh, this ball will not make the cut. Chalero in Belgium came for him, picked up his career from there. Now he's in Napoli. Highest paid African footballer. The greatest, the best sign-off fee for an African player. I think for me, it's a good story for anybody.
For any young
aspiring
yeah.
athlete to say, no matter the problem you say we have in Nigeria,
exactly,
with hard work and dedication and prayers,
go in the positive way,
you will get to your destination.
Okay, I think I also be like I said, because Osimhen's story was a story we followed.
Also,
I know.
Yes.
From you even wanted to announce that.
No, not even from there.
Alluding to the fact that we've been following it.
From that is on his route before he was going to Belgium.
Exactly.
Before he went to Wolfsburg, there was the issue of whether he should go to Arsenal. We spoke with his manager, we spoke with them here. A lot of allegations, a lot of personalities were involved and other things. Some other thing we look at here is that some people will tell you, I don't go to a small club or don't go to a big club. Everybody, your destiny, you might go to a small club and fail and go to a big club and succeed. We looked at, because his movement, Kelechi Iheanacho's movement to Man City, people say, okay, if Man City if he has gone to Porto or he has gone to, his development would have been different rapid, and stuff. Because a lot of us remember that when Pep took over at City, remember he sold with Fred Burney.
Yeah.
And kept faith with Iheanacho. And even started him in the first Manchester derby.
Definitely.
You understand? At Old Trafford, which told you the kind of confidence he had in him. So what we are just saying that everybody's trajectory is different. Some people will start from here and get to here. What is his name? Kevin De Bruyne. He was at Chelsea. He didn't make it.
And look at him today.
Look at Salah. Salah was at Barcelona. He didn't make it. He went to Italy.
Roma. Came to Liverpool. And
when you have a coach that believes in you, and then you also believe in yourself, as in Birmingham, with you will achieve success if you work hard and then you get focused.
I think what's testament to his strength of character has to be the fact that all along he had been bugged with controversies as regards his representation. Like you said, the other time we had issues, the family came, and one of the representatives of the family came here.
Yes.
He was set with us. We spoke with the agents.
Gafar.
Even he changed agents just about now. Although it is said that agent is just for this particular transaction and not, he's been signed on to DW Sports Management. But what I'm saying is he stayed humble. He's been consistent. He's been dedicated to the cause. Focused.
Absolutely.
And I think that would take him further than anyone could imagine.
All right, let's come away from football. Let us go to motor racing. Let's go to Formula 1. 91. Jimmy, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you. I think Vettel starting fifth or so.
No. Ken.
Jimmy is boiling.
Jimmy, go ahead. Hamilton is on 91st pole.
The 91st pole.
I mean, he's looking at 100. He's not looking at 100,
just like us now has extended that record. We've seen Hamilton extend his record again.
Okay, and look at it. Look at the current stand.
He's already having the early lead, 63 points. Valtteri Bottas is having 58.
Also from the same team, Mercedes.
Also from the same team.
Constructors Championship, they're already 108, 118. 118.
20.
Okay, 121. 121.
Verstappen on 33 points. Lando Norris, McLaren on 26 points.
And Red Bull at 55.
Sebastian Vettel is nowhere to be found on this, and it's shocking. It's shocking. We know he's got issues with his team, but nobody would have expected that Ferrari would not be in the top 5 at this point in time.
You said Mercedes has been dominant this season. What happened last season?
Yeah.
They were dominant. I think last season he just eased into this season, and even last season Vettel struggled. So I'm not even surprised that I'm not seeing this.
The best driver in Ferrari is not Vettel.
It's not even Vettel.
The best driver in Ferrari is not even here, and that speaks volume.
He's been crashing and whatever.
Like you said.
Yeah.
I would not agree to the fact that Red Bull has regressed.
Yeah.
No,
I would rather say Mercedes they have upped their ante. They've done well. Let's give credit.
Like I said, let us look at that issue that, he wins this, he wins his 7th. The great Michael Schumacher is the only person that has 7. So I mean, and then if you have,
if you are now talking about total wins, it's got to be the greatest.
It's got to be
most pole, most wins, and whatever. And then, so
every achievement is a record.
If he's there, that means he's the great. He should be.
I choose to celebrate him as an Arsenal fan today.
Not as a Mercedes driver.
Hamilton has been wonderful. You have to look at what the impact is on sports generally. It's come at a time where we are talking about cultural diversity. He's a very big proponent of that, and you just have to give him the plaudits for what he's been able to achieve on and off the pitch, the circuit.
Okay, let's now go to US because the NBA is back, and let's take some of the results from there. I watched that match where. I remember when USA played Nigeria, and then they threw.
Talk about the dunk.
They were not dropping those 3-pointers. And in that Clippers 126 win over New Orleans, I tell you this, that is a franchise record. 25 3-pointers. That means 25 that they made. They made 75 points. So the 3-pointers alone means whatever
accounted for more than 50% of the score.
75 times 3 is 150.
Exactly.
It's 150, and that is 120. So they made over almost 60% or more of them came from the 3-pointers. And then we have Pacers 127 against 121 over this 76ers.
And this is the total decimation. Toronto Raptors versus LA Lakers.
And Raptors finished LeBron James 107-92.
Was LeBron on the team?
Shocking.
So I also watched Lakers did win Clippers before this, and I watched that particular match. It's exciting. The NBA is back. We shall try as much as possible to bring them to you and see how it is going. Remember, this season in football, in sport generally, that a lot of precaution, a lot of risk has been taken, a lot of that being put in place to get that done. We are going to open the line soon, and so you join the conversation. But also, gentlemen, during the week, where we can't go out as saying this, during the week, the new sport policy, draft of the sport policy was presented to the Minister of Sport. Jimmy, you've been, for over 5, 6, 7 years, you've been talking about sport policy. In the last 2 months or so, we've been trying to realize what was in existence in the 2009 National Sport Policy. This one is about 111 or so pages. So, and then the assistant said, okay, you open it, go to the Minister of Sport website, and then you can get it, and you can still, send in whatever. Is this a new hope? Is this a new roadmap for Nigerian sports?
It's a draft policy.
Yeah.
I think what's important is that we have stakeholders review as much as possible, look through the draft policy document and see where they think that adjustments are required. I think I've seen a couple of places where they probably need to make adjustments. I said something, where exactly are we supposed to get revenue from? In that committee, I don't think the sources of revenue, the real representatives of such sources like sports betting, lottery, I don't think representatives were there.
Did you read?
I saw
Jimmy, you just saw the snippet. Did you open the document?
A lot of things were lumped under sponsorship.
No, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, I'm even talking about the composition, because moving forward, you have to consider a lot more things than just the number of people that were there. Because if we are saying this is a draft document for our policy, and we expect that as much as possible, it's got to do with private.
Okay, you are saying for those who drafted,
I'm saying that there still might be a need to, find a common ground. There's some people that were not.
No, that is why it's a public document. And that's how you put your input. People from there, like even yourself, you can do your input based on what you have observed. That's why they say.
At least a committee must do. How do I put it? Like the groundwork.
Yes.
Bring out a framework,
and then you have
a scope.
Yes.
Then people can now make input. We said it is a draft document.
Yes.
So we now say that stakeholders as much as possible, should get on the document as much as possible.
Exactly, and
put forward their own
and get your input.
Get your input in, and it will be,
so it will be a complete document to some extent.
So
and like you said, even if every constitution is a going concern,
exactly.
you keep on amending it.
Exactly.
Nobody will talk about.
You have to praise the Economic Summit Group, the ministry, for having even done this in the first place. We've seen documents from 2009, 2018. Now we want to have something for 2020, and I think it should be that document that leads us out of the doldrums.
Because also, when they came back from 2012. I don't buy that it was the Goodluck Jonathan when they had that
convened.
There was a particular retreat that they did, and then the document also came out. Yes. So if all these documents are put together, I think our problem, I think for now, let us have a document. We will say it is not actually a document, it's implementation, the will to get it done.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, the lines are open. The top scorers in Europe this season is clear now. From the top league, the top 5 leagues, you get them because you multiply by that factor of ×2, and then the top scorer is Chiro, the mobile Immobile, from Lazio with 36 goals. But Robert Lewandowski scored his 34 goals in 34 matches.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So to me, I don't understand this issue because I thought you would have taken an average. You understand? Divide this 34 by 34 and multiply by 36 and say what I think it will still come down to that 36. Immobile scored 36 in 38 matches.
Yeah.
Lewandowski scored 34 in 34 matches. That means an average of a goal a match.
Yeah.
Immobile is less than that. So I don't understand this issue of maybe there are 18 teams in the Bundesliga and 20 in Serie A. So to me, I think I would have given it to.
It's been like that.
It's been like that.
It's been like that.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying it is not like that. Okay, okay, let's go. Let's Kelechi is online. Let meet you. Hello, Kelechi. Hello, Kelechi. Hello.
Hello, my name is Kelechi. I'm calling from Ikeja.
All right, Kelechi, how are you?
I'm doing very awesome. I really appreciate this program. I tried calling in last week, but I wasn't able to get you guys.
Okay.
And I've also been calling earlier, and I noticed the number has not actually been late. But let me start by saying I really appreciate the program, and I'm an AC Milan fan.
Oh yeah, Milano, you guys assist. You assist. You're Europe.
yeah. That's a thing of joy for me. And basically, I really want to talk about the situation of the Nigerian Premier League, like
Exactly. Okay.
Nigerian Premier League, yes, because I noticed you guys are talking about it, and I'm happy about the draft that was being made, but then there are a lot of work that needs to be done. I, for one, I don't really watch the Premier League. I don't really watch the Premier League.
You watch Serie A?
I'm an AC Milan fan. I watch Italian Serie A.
Okay.
Why do I watch the things? Because out of the love I have for that team, I've been with them since 2000. See, and then now looking at our league. What I think we should do is we actually have to bring the media together to actually support these guys. Believe me, when they are actually showing, we don't have those things showing live on TV. For the average Nigerian to see, it's going to be hard for us to actually follow up with this things. I for one want to really follow these Nigerian teams, but when the media is not coming to our aid to actually bring this to our faith, when you just give out of your program, you talk just 10 minutes about the Nigerian Premier League, then you talk a whole while about the European team. That's one issue we are having. And the fact that if you look at the Premier League, why do you think the Premier League is that popular? Because of the commercial activity that is being done by the media. Most of the English players are not as good as African players, but the media hypes them, puts them in the faces of people. But do we have such time or such thing being done for our players here? No.
Yes.
That's why you see someone that is not as good as Lingard will go for such amount.
Okay, Kelechi, let's say like what we said here. Even in the course of discussing, he's going. Okay, I thought he was still there. But let me just say this, Kelechi. When we're even discussing about Victor Osimhen, we talked about our players that if our teams can bring at a point, I think if Anibal brought some players from Brazil. You understand? At the point, our players were playing in Gabon. They were playing. Esperance will come in African sport. Keshi went to African sport, and from there, they were from ASEC. I went to Europe.
Amunike played in Zamalek.
Other African teams funds will come in, because most of these things are owned by individuals. They are not state. Our football clubs are not making money. It is the taxpayers' money. You and I, we are using it in supporting professional football. It's supposed to be vice versa, the other way around. These are professional. This is a going concern. They are registered. They are registered. They are supposed to be making profit. They're supposed to know how much they make. You don't even know how many people watch the match. Their fan base, which is the lifeblood of any football team or sport in the world, will ignored totally. The super egos of the club playing, and the governor will say open the gate free for people to come and watch, which means they are not adding value. So we need to go over there. When we're watching stationary stores, Bendel Insurance, Leventis United, in Lagos, I went to the National Supply. There is the Navy Seasiders. There is Airways. The Julius Berger. This, some clubs are owning them and individuals. So let us go straight to Jaws. Hello. Are you still there? Hello. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Mr. Ken, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is better you are smiling now. Which is you're always looking good when you smile, so keep smiling.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Your smile always attracts me to your sports program. And that's whenever I'm back from church, I usually want to just come tune in and then get connected.
That is what we want to do.
That's part of the sportsmanship.
Exactly.
Two guests in the studio.
Yeah.
They are dissecting the analysis very well.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the Arsenal fans out there.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us who've been with Arsenal, whether they're in their disappointing time and in their victory time.
Wow.
A true fan will not turn back even if he loses. So now that we are celebrating, people should celebrate with us very well.
We are. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. You guys are the heroes.
Go on. Okay, thank you very much.
The Victor Osimhen story to all the youth out there. One of the things that young people in Nigeria don't get is they forget the fact that whatsoever you're doing, there's always a process. You must follow the process before you get to the top. Today, people don't want to follow the process and they want to get the possessions. It is not done that way. Just align yourself with the process. There are lanes. When you are running, there are times you fall down and there are times you get up. So when you fall, doesn't mean that is the end. Young people should have this at the back of their mind. Whatever you're doing, keep trying. Whatever you're doing, keep trying, because it's a process. The process will always make you to face difficulties, but when you get to the possession and you get to the top, you will just see you start shining. And that time it will be difficult for you to fall because you followed the process. Thank you, and do have a lovely Sunday out there.
Thank you too. Exactly. No shortcut. This is what we're talking about here. It's not I know this person. It's like you want to apply for a job. So, do you know somebody there?
Without having a requisite.
Do you know?
People will hear now that Osimhen will earn 4.5 million euros per annum.
It's been a process.
Yes, but it's been a process.
Look at FIFA.
It was fucking pure.
Is it even easy waking up to go to the gym? Ordinary exercise, working out. I know it's not easy.
You know, I was talking about focus and, the fact that he had been dedicated. Now, the challenge before him will be very daunting because you reckon with the fact that he goes to a big club in Europe, he goes to a big club in Italy, and with this kind of...
what is actually happening at Anambra?
The Anambra FA elections, there had been controversy as regards whether elections had been held, whether it was Dr. Ifeanyi that had been returned, and the chairman Alhaji Guso also said there had been no election and there had been a charade and all that. The NFF have not come out with an official position on this. I think that will be very important. Communication is key when it comes to issues like this. It's always better to hear from the regulatory, the supervisory body and all that. So, yes, we could say that based on the COVID-19 regulations, the government had said none of that kind of meeting should, be held and all that. But it was said that it was a virtual meeting that was held, and Dr. Ifeanyi was returned as the FA chairman. And I think that, there probably is a need for the NFF to come clear as regards this. The chairman of the electoral committee needs to make a position. on this particular one. It's all not too clear. I think the details are sketchy,
And you see,
we just wait for NFF to make official their own position on this.
I think I will told Jimmy's line, and I don't know why we are like this as a people. Things that are really not complicated, I don't know why we always choose to complicate it.
Okay.
So for any board, everybody's got a tenure. So once you know that, okay, yes, this board has a tenure, then there should be a process. We keep talking about process. There should be a process of the electioneering process.
Yeah.
So, and you should give the required notice. It's clearly stated in the statute and the constitution setting up those places.
I think
so
I was if
we follow those things, if you follow the due process, we won't be where we are. When you talk about election, Anambra FA election, how many voters are we looking at that were?
Let's go to Delta. And Isaac is there. Hello, Isaac. Hello. Hello. I hope you're not calling from Warri. Hello, Isaac.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Where are you calling from? Is it Warri?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Where are you calling from? Is it Warri or
I'm calling from Warri.
I know. I'm calling from Warri.
Yes, Warri, sir. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. One guy.
I'm calling from Warri.
All right, Isaac, let's hear you.
Yes, Warri is at Army Barrack. Warri Army Barrack.
Are you a soldier?
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Yes,
Isaac.
sir.
Okay. Oh,
Yes,
you're a soldier. Okay. Let's hear you.
That one is not necessary, sir. Yes.
Okay, let's hear you. Let's get your contribution.
Yes, talking about it's a good one for Victor Osimhen.
Okay.
Hello?
Go on, yeah. That's all right. That's
talking
good.
about Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
It's a good one for him.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
It's a good one.
So
Yeah.
it will be a problem for Nigerian people to have somebody like him to be in Napoli, and he's a very expensive player.
Yeah. Do you see him, Isaac? Do you see him scoring more than Cristiano Ronaldo next season?
In Africa.
All right, thank you. We want to go on a short break, Isaac. Thank you for calling, gentlemen. Let's go on a very short break, and when we come back, we'll still get back to you. And Channel Sport on Sunday continues. Right. You're welcome back. It's the Channel Sport on Sunday, and I hope you guys are having fun and being part of the discussion. So, let us, but before we take the final lap of this, because we want to go through, we want to zoom, not Zoom as in Zoom meeting, we want to zoom through the top leagues in Europe. Remember, Ope Ajala has just joined the house. Ope, welcome to the show.
It's nice being here, Ken.
Okay, before we went on break, we saw the Euro top scorers for the Euro shoe, and I don't know. Sometimes my calculations are always. However, I'm saying a man who plays in a 34 team league game scored 34 goals, and the guy who played in 38 scored 36, and you are giving to the guy who scored 36 in 38. I don't know if that mass tallies.
We can't go for PPG when it comes to the goal scorer. But also recall that prior to now, in the 90s, we're using just the nominal figure.
Yeah.
Hereby, whether you play in
Scotland, Ali McCoy.
Now it was reviewed that look at the quality of these leagues, and that was where the period coefficient was introduced whereby some leagues you have
times two. The top 5 leagues. I don't know about that. Even the French league is times 2. I was surprised. I thought it was times. I thought
the next level you had 1.5. Then the other ones you have just 1.5.
What is the difference between the Ligue 1 and the Primera Liga in Portugal?
No,
the Portuguese team have always been better in Europe than even the French teams.
Maybe you want to look at the commercial.
Not that. You know, the French league, they have they export more players to the mainstream European.
Yeah, so if you export, I mean, how does that Nigeria export more players? I would not export after Brazil and Nigeria. Do you know
what's the commercial value of the Portuguese league? That's the question you should ask yourself.
No,
because at the end of the day,
is it commerce now?
I think it has to be some of those factors that you have to consider.
No,
you have to consider the commercial value, the exposition that comes into those
because
leagues.
What you use in grading is how far each teams go at the end. Because if a team in England, for instance, if none of them were making semi-final, at a point they will do numbers. It's performance in Europe.
Even the coefficient for the Champions League, it favors the French league more.
Okay, let's go to Europe. Let's see how because the whole teams are rounding up today. We are devoting to Europe. When we come to Nigeria, remember we'll do all that. So let's go in Germany. Bayern,
they won the double.
They won the double, and then they might win the treble if they win the Champions League.
They were the first German team to do the treble.
The treble, yeah.
And I think if they do it again, that will just be double.
Not the first, the only. Okay, the first and only German team. In France, PSG won the treble, the quadruple. They even won 2 trophies within a week. They beat Saint-Etienne and beat.
Fortunately for them, this will be the last of the League Cups in France after this season.
So there will no more League Cup. So they can win 3, not 4.
It's more of a distraction than.
Okay. Porto just won. They beat Benfica.
Yes.
You know, the cup to collect the double.
Yeah. And you consider Portugal and France. Yeah. Which of these 2 leagues do you find more glamorous? Which of these 2 leagues do you find commercial value?
No, Jimmy. You see. This is quite easy. There are things that if you say value, it depends on value. Depends on when somebody put money in PSG. Before somebody put in PSG, which team are they? How much is that in Ligue 1? How much is Monaco worth? How much is Toulouse worth? How much? Which are the clubs there? But Benfica and Porto has been in Europe and performed better in Europe even when they entered than those teams.
No. Of late, and that is why you're having more teams from the French league in Champions League than team in Portuguese league. The Portuguese league, they had the pedigree in the 60s, over 50 years ago.
Yes.
But
in the 50s, Porto, Benfica.
Porto under Osimhen a few years ago won the Champions League, won the Europa. How many Champions League has gone to France? Let us ask.
They have won Olympic Marseille.
The one that they removed from the
they won.
It was not taken from them.
The one that was tainted.
84. Okay, Porto won 84 thereabouts.
And also won 2000.
Okay.
So Porto has won twice after then.
It's not about the endings of PSG. No. You have to consider, like I said, you remove
PSG.
Okay.
And then you remove the money that was just entering into PSG.
Okay, you want to. What about Lyon?
Okay, Lyon's
performances then.
Of course, they were beating Real Madrid. Okay, let's go to Italy. Juve won the Scudetto. That is for the ninth season in a row. I mean, that is a one-man team. If somebody tell me that also the value is there in Italy. Okay. And that they are 36th. You know,
similar to Real Madrid.
AC Milan and Inter has 18 each. So if you add AC Milan and Inter, it's 36.
Interesting.
And Napoli are also in Europe because they won the Copa Italia.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Spain where Real Madrid, they won the league.
Yeah.
And then the Copa del Rey is yet to be played. You know, so those are the things. While Barcelona are still in the running. Okay, for Real Madrid are still running for a Champions League. And then in England Liverpool win the league, Arsenal the FA Cup, and Man City win the Carabao Cup.
How about Chelsea and Manchester United?
Chelsea are the FA Cup.
He said
they were the treble winners last season.
Yeah, they won all domestic trophies last season. So those are the highlights of the top 6 nations in Europe. The lines are still open. You can join the conversation. And then of course, I don't know. There is no Ballon d'Or. Are we still going to have the FIFA best this year?
Yeah. I think okay.
We have to have it. That's what I'm saying. We have to have the FIFA best this year, and then maybe we're looking at what Bayern. If Bayern win the Champions League or whatever, will Lewandowski go over there? Because people are saying, look, this is supposed to be his year.
Yes, and I think Immobile and Lewandowski they should have a shout in this. It will be important to look at how the duopoly of Ronaldo and Messi gets upended. Sometime it's got to happen. maybe this is the time. We don't know. Lewandowski has done quite well for Bayern, and like you said, if they go ahead to win the Champions League, then I mean it would be a disservice to football to say
we can have a virtual FIFA best.
Why not? Why not? You know, I talked about sporting merit, where leagues had been suspended, where some eventually went ahead to end the down the season, and I think it was fair enough that Ballon d'Or was not. It's not going to be held. I think it's fair.
Okay, so that is so we are looking at it like even when you call it, let us see who do you think who has been your outstanding player this season? Chiro Immobile, I mean the guy just ran away. Actually, anyway, Ronaldo didn't play the last match. They were head to head at
he lost the penalty.
Okay,
he lost the penalty. So.
Messi ended up with 25 goals.
He got 12 penalties. Immobile got 11 penalties. So Ronaldo still have one more penalty.
More than Immobile.
Not worried to say that we've found the Italian league scoring. You know, the players, the strikers in Italy scoring more goals than ever before.
Daniel has just come for judgment, and he is calling from Lagos here. Hello, Daniel. Daniel, how are you? Hello, Daniel. How are you? Hello, Daniel.
Good afternoon. It's fine.
All right. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. My name is Daniel from Satellite Time. I just want to wish my Gunners pass for grant for the work went done yesterday.
For the work well done.
Won the FA Cup. And
you won the FA Cup.
Back to Europa League.
Wait, Daniel, that must have been a relief for you. Because before the match, were you apprehensive? Were you afraid? Were you saying, what will Chelsea fan do to you? In case you guys, before the match, how were you feeling? Were you confident that Arsenal was going to win, or you were afraid?
No, sir. Right from what? Yes, I was confident.
You were confident?
It's a spiritual right.
Because the last time we won the FA Cup, we beat Man City in semi-final.
And beat Chelsea in the final.
Yes.
Is it not rigged? Are you not sure this thing is rigged? You guys, you've been meeting Chelsea.
That's the reason why I knew that we will go to win.
That is the reason. You are a prophet. Okay, so that you are relieved now.
Chelsea is our wife. We are the pride of London.
You are the don't let Chelsea fans hear that. Chelsea has won Europa Cup twice. They won the Champions League. You guys have not won that now. I mean, don't say you are domestic pride. Chelsea is taking London to the world.
No, sir. I know we have not won the Champions League. Yes, but I know we have not won the Champions League, but we are coming. We are coming up.
Okay.
We are coming up.
The young shall grow.
In the history of EPL, no club has won unbeaten.
Okay, yes, you guys won 49 matches.
Nobody has won the league unbeaten.
Unbeaten, so they are only the Gunners.
With 12 draws.
Say you won it with 12 draws.
It doesn't matter. Even if you were 20 draws.
With what Guardiola has brought to the Premier League, no team will ever win the Premier League with 12 draws again. It will never happen again.
Well, you may say the standards have been up, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is the Arsenal team, were invincible. They did it. Yes. You can't erase that record. There have been a lot of talks about Arsenal never being relegated and all that. But that invincibility was there, and nobody can take that away.
If you are given an option to play 2 matches, 1 draw and 1 win, or 2 draws,
4 points.
Which will you take?
4 points now.
No. 1 draw, no. 1 loss and 1 win. 1 loss and 1 win.
At the end of the day, 20 teams started.
Jimmy.
Arsenal won the league ahead of every other.
Don't dodge my question. Jimmy.
Nobody wants draws. We know nobody wants draws.
Opa mentioned the draws and said you guys drew 12 matches in that season. Isn't it? You won 26 and drew 12. And I'm not asking you, Jimmy, because you got this invisibility has 12 draws.
Yes.
I'm not saying, okay, fine. Because people are scoring 100 points. You're 26 times 3 is about 78. Right? 78 plus 12.
Again,
78 plus 12 is 90 points.
Again, I ask you, which would you rather have? Win all the matches, lose some games, or win matches, have draws, end up first.
Everything is a record.
Let's just
the
stick to that.
number of points you got is a record. But I'm only saying that if you go unbeaten in a season and did not win the league, the thing is you're winning the league, not the unbeaten.
Yeah.
That is in paramount here. Because you might go unbeaten and somebody who is
in the
losing a
Italian
match
league,
might also,
you had, I think it was Perugia, if I can recall, in the 80s. They went unbeaten. They never won the league.
You can go unbeaten without winning the league. All right, let's go to Ebonyi. Oh wow, I like this. Hello, Emmanuel. Hello, Emmanuel.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Yes. Very well. Ayada, let's hear you. No. Okay, can somebody call from Abakaliki? I just want to know what is happening that side. I mean, if it is just bringing some of those rice and those Abakaliki, that's the first homegrown rice. And I tell you, when we're growing up and your mommy buy this rice, you just have to, the first job is for you to pick it. You start selecting the rice, put the right this side and put the other things to the other side, the shaft and whatever comes with it. Can we have some calls from Abakaliki and be part of this show? Okay, so this season, what will you see as the Champions League? Let us look at the Champions League. Which teams have? Do you see Chelsea? Are they gone? Is it one can they go and surprise Bayern? Real Madrid versus Manchester City. City without Aguero. What is that Aguero factor that is missing?
Well, for me, I think you have to consider what Juve and Atletico can do.
Okay.
Atletico, I think, is a team that really can play, just one game and get the job done. Juve, just because of Ronaldo, the Ronaldo factor, it didn't end up as highest goal scorer.
Yeah.
And Juve, yes, they won, but the way and manner they seemed to end the season wasn't good enough.
Okay.
I mean, they had already won,
okay.
so maybe they were complacent.
We have a
Lawson.
Hello, Lawson. How are you?
Fine. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Fine. You can see that we are all smiles here. Hi, Sabuja.
Thank you so much. I just want to commend you guys for a great program you are doing.
Thank you.
But I need to give a little advice to the anchorman.
Okay.
I think anchorman, you are fantastic. There's sometimes I see that you talk more than the people you have invited for the program.
They're my guys here. I don't want that to hit me.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Sunday. God bless you.
And I bless you too. Bless you. I allow them to talk, but if I give them too much time, they will just finish me on this end. When they come in. Okay. All right, you guys, you can start talking. I'm asking you guys now. So you talk about the Juve factor.
They don't know that they are being defensive.
Oh, we are closing. We're closing. So let us just sum up.
Champions League games. We hope to have the best games. We hope to have less injuries.
Okay.
And we hope to have the best, ending possible to the league.
All right.
Let's review the sport policy as we presented to the public.
Okay.
Let's all review it. Because we have this attitude of not going through things until they are they go live. So let's take our time to review it and come up with our suggestions.
So we all have the opportunity to go right there. They said the sport policies go to the website of the Ministry of Sports. It is all there. Make your contribution, whatever you feel like. Don't say after you say we're not consulted. You have the opportunity to be part of it. I'm Kenneth Chonogo. Have a blessed Sunday.